Hello dear students, how are you? This is your instructor Musawir from UAT Lahore New Campus. The topic of this video is ESP-NOW communication and walkie-talkie. What is ESP-NOW? You know that ESP is a microcontroller. You have usually used ESP32 or ESP8266. So what is ESP-NOW? ESP is a low power and quick wireless protocol that enables direct control of small devices without a router. So it is nothing just but a way of communication between two ESPs. Let's suppose that this is ESP1 and this is ESP2. There are addresses called as MAC address, means the address that tells that this is the code of that device. These are unique. So this is the code. Let's say that this is the MAC address of this ESP and this is the MAC address of this ESP. So they both communicate with the help of these you can say MAC addresses. They follow a set of rules which is known as protocols. So they follow a particular protocol to send a message on a specific MAC address. Okay, you can see that here this ESP is sending a message to this MAC address, and it means that this is sending a message towards this ESP. Similarly, here it is messaging back to this ESP1. So if we want to communicate between two ESPs, what are the rules, or I can say how we can do this? For an example here, what we can do, first of all, just to check that the protocol is working, that two ESPs are connected or not. What we can do, first of all, we have to find the MAC address. As I have said that we have to send a message to a specific MAC address, so we have to first of all find the MAC address of that ESP. Then we have to send some signal from one ESP to another ESP. For easier use, to understand that whether it is connected or not, we can use a push button, because you know that what can a push button do? It can you can say generate pulses, means it can generate 1 on 0 or 0. Okay, it can generate pulses of high voltage and low voltage. You know that what a push button can do. It can on or off the current, which can make electric pulses. So we can send that pulses as a signal to a specific MAC address. Okay, and then on the receiving side we can connect a LED to see that whether that pulses are receiving or not. Means if they are just pulses of high voltage and low voltage, the LED will turn on or off according to that pulses. So this is, you can see, this is a small type of experiment that can tell us that whether both the ESPs are connected or not via that specific protocol. Now, and walkie-talkie, you know that what is a walkie-talkie? Walkie-talkie, these are the devices through which we can communicate, means we can use specific modulations, we can communicate with each other, and here we don't need any router, we don't need any cellular data, any signal towers or anything. it is just a device to device communication. I can say that with the help of some rules, with the help of some methods, with the help of some modulation, these are the devices. So in just communication, we have to find the MAC address, send a message signal, and receive a message signal. But you know that here we are transmitting real life, I can say real time voice data, our voice. So this will contain more steps than the just than communication. First step will remain the same, which is finding the MAC address. We have to find the MAC address. Of course, we have to send our voice to a specific MAC address. And as this is our real voice, means our analog voice, so we have to convert that analog signal into digital signal. Okay, so we have to convert the analog signal to digital signal. And then you know that of course we have to do the filtration. Internal filtration means we have to do the filtration by coding, as we are using the ESPs. So we have to uh, build digital filters. Okay, any type of filter, any order of filter. So we have to use digital filters, and then we have to do the modulation. Internal modulation I have written here because we are not using any external ICs, any external modules to do the modulation. We will do the modulation inside that ESP. Okay, all right, so our modulation is done. Then we have to send that modulated signal in the air, means to the transmitter, and again this will be done inside the ESP, and we can check it, we can observe it on the serial monitor, that whether it is sending or I can say it is generating the the modulated wave or not. Means it will not display the wave, but it will show some values on the serial monitor that will tell us that whether our voice, because this is a real time voice, so whether our voice is able to reach to the transmitter, to the antenna or not. Okay, then on the receiving side we can again use the serial monitor to observe that whether we are receiving or not. How you can do this? If you speak in the microphone, okay, or if you tap on the microphone, then of course the values, because these values are what these values, the values showing on the serial monitor, these are the voltages value. So of course it will change, and from the change you can observe, you can say that our walkie-talkie is generating wave, our microphone is sending the signal to the antenna, and our receiving side is receiving some signal. And then if you are clear that it is working, that you can connect it to the speaker. Okay, of course this will need some additional filtration. Before connecting to the speaker, you have to do some filtration, amplification, power amplification before connecting to the speaker. All this done in the ESP. Okay, you can say that this all will be done softly, or I can say using codes, and you just need a microphone, a speaker, a power amplifier, and an ESP. Okay, and one thing more, that if you use I2 things, I2C things, means that means a microphone that automatically, or I can say that itself converts the signal to the digital signal. I2C microphone means it will give output digitally, means you don't have to convert out your voice into a digital signal inside the ESP. You don't have to do this. That microphone will automatically convert your analog voice to the digital voice. And I2C power amplifier, it will automatically convert the digital signal, because it is a digital signal coming from ESP. It will automatically convert that digital signal into analog signal and then amplify it, and then you can connect the speaker directly. Okay, so I hope you got all the things here. So that's it for this video. I hope you got all the things. Thank you for watching.